Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Hercules. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Chris Heiner.
All right, so he got it done in the UFC debut on points. He has certainly prioritized the finish here in his second UFC appearance.
Yeah, there were a little bit of a disappointing performance in the debut, but that only comes because we expect so much from him. If he wins again, that's fine. Another decision, though, people start calling you a decision machine, that's never good.
Man, this kid's got star power. It's wild to think about how big a celebrity he would be if he had a UFC title wrapped around his waist.
Could you imagine, John, if this guy became UFC champion? People are drawn to him. Only thing missing now is that belt. If he gets that belt, you may be looking at the next great UFC star.
Well, his opponent's gonna have to make some adjustments, right? He got taken down pretty easily there.
I mean, he got taken down by the wrestler. He better defend, or it's gonna be a long night.
Carter gets back up. What a wild start to this fight, unless, of course, you like defense.
What a great fight so far. These guys are laying it all out on the line.
Carter gets hit from that operator, so it appeared, but seemed to absorb it well. Nice timing defensively to roll with that strike. Oh, man, that's a heavy cross. That had ketchup, mustard, and mayo.
I mean, his timing is on point tonight, and he is sitting down on this cross.
Well, he continues to press here in the early going. He prioritized getting off to a fast start. Mission accomplished.
I mean, the crowd hasn't even taken their seats yet. This man is ready to get out of the octagon. Great start by this young man.
Carter's eye looks to have been cut open from one of those offerings.
It's never good to get cut, but right now it's a small one. You don't have to worry about it, but you got to protect it.
Under 2 minutes to go. Man, how does he generate power like that with the hook off of his back foot?
I have no idea. I've never seen someone master the ability to be falling backwards and landing such a great hook with that type of impact. This guy is truly special.
Oh, another body shot gets through. Gotta think he's starting to feel those in the midsection.
Yeah, you know, if you're the opponent also, you know that you're making that investment into the body. Even though you may not be able to see the work that you're doing yet, at some point, it's going to start to pay dividends.
And oh my goodness, just the way he threw it up. Big uppercut there.
That was nasty. He's got his opponent hurt real bad. Now he's got to go for the finish.
All right, late round 1 action here, and as yet, no real answers for that Tyson-like peekaboo style.
He looks amazing, and if you're getting compared to Mike Tyson, you're doing something right. The way that this man fights, stays off the center line, hands doing the work.
Oh, these guys are absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides.
This fight is crazy.
Final seconds of round 1. Second round, straight ahead. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so there's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights, DC, and there was a big knockdown there. Thought he might get the finish. We'll see if he gets it in the next round.
Well, if he lands that shot again, it will be over. It will be a finish. You don't recover from 2 of those types of strikes. He found the right moment, he found the opening, and landed that big strike.
You ready, John? Ready?
Second round here. All right, so here we go. The crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. You saw in the previous round, both fighters got rocked. I don't think the scorecards are going to be needed for this one.
No, the scorecard is not.
No overthinking out of him tonight. He is a thinking man's fighter, but he is fighting on instinct and fighting beautifully in the octagon here.
Well, you can tell that he's just flowing. He's just allowing for his...
Using his reach advantage as he landed the jab there. All right, so he continues to land, and not exactly what we thought we would see in this one tonight, but the wrestler willing to stand and trade and proving to be able as well.
Yeah, it's out of the ordinary. Usually this guy level changes to take you down very early in fights, but tonight he is showing that he is comfortable in the striking, and he is on point with his striking. He worked very hard to improve his stand-up skills, and it's showing right now.
Hard shots landing on both sides here.
Nice elbow. That's how you cut an opponent.
Carter's continuing to build off of that push.
That was a nasty head kick that landed. His opponent is now hurt, John.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Right, so just as we saw in the previous round, really starting to find a home for that hook here in round 2.
I watched him land hook after hook in round 1. We start the second round, and he goes right back to the well. But why wouldn't he? He has one of the best hooks in the entire game.
Well, you see this a lot, champ, right? When you get stunned a little bit, use the clinch as a mechanism through which to recover.
Well, you have to. You got to slow things down. You got to gather yourself. And that's exactly what he's doing right now.
Just missed with that right hand. Whoa! Crowd continues to sway with every huge shot being landed. Back and forth we go.
Oh, he's firing back now. It doesn't matter if he's hurt.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to finish the fight.
30 seconds to go in the round. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Honors called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 44 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Chris Heiner.
All right, so there it is. 2 straight wins to begin what he hopes will be an illustrious UFC career for Chris Lil Mac Carter. And I think big picture, we could marinate in this win for a while, but he's already turning the page to Danny Lopez, and we got to think that's the next fight.
Well, John, that's what happens when they tell you. You get 2 victories and you get your former training partner. He got 2 victories. He's going to get the fight. He's looked good. He's done everything that he was supposed to do, crossed every obstacle. Let's see if he can get through the big obstacle next. That is Danny Lopez.
All right, I want to see more than one here. Punches and bunches. Here we go. There we go. Good shot. Nice. Keep moving. Keep watching. I want that chin down. Block that. Come on. You can block that. Let's go. Nice work. Those strikes give him something to think about. Let loose with some punches to the body now. Good work. Nice strike. All right, body shots now. Let's go. That's it. Keep it up. Come on, let's block that. More, just like that. Nice shot, caught him with that. Just like that. All right, you had a little trouble today, but don't worry about it. We're gonna get better. All right, let's keep tight with your defense. Let's see more of those. There you go. Good job. Ten seconds. Great block. All right, at least now we know what you have to work on, right? Good job. Hands to leather, let's get the timing right on your strikes. Good. Working your hand combos now. Push, push, push! those hooks now. All the way to the bell. Let's see it. Nice, nice. That's how you hit some leather. All right, we got more work to do on that bag. Let's drill it again.
Don't care about colors, black and white, we can be brothers. Breaking them down like steps on the back of the box of the croc. I bet you take that. Wait, I'm just way too hard to trace past like pins in an haystack. Wait, move that in and outside the gym. They're trying to get ripped. I'm holding them sticks with extension clips. I'm leaving them stiff and the ground get lit like candles. Wax them off with that bing from various angles. Box, rectangle, dash in the ground, all bruised and mangled. Grim, grab the cup, pass the gin. Grab the line, chopped it up. Pop the cap, poured it in. Just step out, had to step in. One of the young boys took a hook to the chin.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here and coming early. It is the official UFC press conference. Fan enthusiasm is absolutely off the charts for this grudge match of the highest order. But before we get to the action, some words today as we get underway with the press conference. Who out there has the first question? Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Chris, a lot of history going into this fight. How are you feeling?
Oh, yeah. I'm ready. Should be a great show for you all.
Chris, you punched out a patron in a nightclub brawl last year. How do you think that reflects on you as a professional fighter?
That shouldn't have happened. And I regret it. You know, but to be honest, Danny was the one that started the whole thing. I just got caught up in it, and Coach got caught up in it too. So, you know, it could have gone a lot worse if we hadn't have been there. You know, yeah.
Snitches get stitches.
Why don't you wait your turn, bro?
I'm right here.
They're talking to me now.
Okay.
Next question.
Chris, earlier today your opponent suggested that you were offered the WFA title fight, and I quote, entirely due to Daddy's legacy. Did you earn that fight? Or did you ride your father's coattails all the way into the UFC?
Well, the WFA fight was... It had nothing to do with my dad, okay? You know, Danny's a problem child. Now, we worked together, I believe, we trained like brothers. And Coach gave him a real chance, and he stabbed us both in the fucking back.
Yeah, what a...
You know, nah, I can't blame him for being real sore about what my dad gave me. The way Danny acts. No wonder his dad skipped out.
Oh, motherfucker, huh? You wanna keep talking shit, huh? You wanna fucking keep talking shit, huh?
What's up?
Yeah,
What's up?
Fucking send you to your dad, huh?
Hey, I'm right here. Right fucking here.
Fuck out of here, huh? You see what the fuck happens tomorrow, huh? I'm gonna fucking find you, dude. You keep running your fucking mouth, Ivy League, you're gonna get stabbed for real.
Oh shit, that's how you got your nickname, isn't it? You just stab whatever scares you. Huh?
fucking weak, huh? I don't believe it! No one fucking believes it!
I want you to set it up in here. Focus on timing and set up your shots. Hey, good job. Okay, change to hooks. That's it. Good work. Give me more volume. Good. Now try some overhands. Work. Keep doing that. That's what I want to see. Nice! Now time to land some uppercuts. That's it, right there. We're here to work. Let's go. Perfect. Nice. Great, let's do another. Let's step it up a little bit. Short time.
This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard he fucking with S.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire and Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a prick, he's a cock, the type women wanna be within. Rappers hope he gets shot. 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, his shit is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of shit that comes out of this kid's throat.
He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He don't think it's a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth that doesn't stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike. Nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note and he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like it's design is written in his head every time before he even touches the key or speaks in a rhyme. And those motherfuckers he runs with, the kids that he signed, ridiculous, without even trying. How do they do this? Is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. Yeah. Fort Minor, M. Shinoda, Styles of Beyond, Ryu, Talk Beer, Machine Shop.
Las Vegas, and man, does it feel good to say that, because tonight, under the bright lights here at T-Mobile Arena, we have got one of the most heated rivalries and grudge matches in UFC history. Chris "Lil Matt" Carter taking on his former training partner, Danny the Dagger Lopez. DC, this should be good.
It's the best when you have two fighters that don't like each other. It's the best when the fighters want to smash each other's face in. But here's the difference. You have a wrestler versus a striker. Generally, that favors the wrestler. But when it comes to these two, all the history, he knows, Chris, I'm talking about, knows exactly what Danny brings, as does Danny know what Chris brings. But can Danny reel it in? Can he not be emotional as he tries to approach Chris tonight and try to get the victory? I can't wait for this one, John. This one has everything to make for a great night.
Friends turn foes. The hype will soon give way to the action. No longer teammates under Coach Thompson at Believe MMA. They'll settle their business inside the world-famous Octagon.
Okay, hey, listen, Chris, let's go over it again. You know Danny's style. He's a striker, and he's an emotional one. Danny's gonna come at you like lightning. You stay calm. The moment you spot an overcommit, take it down to the ground. Gotta close the distance. Use your head work and your footwork.
Minimize the range advantage and time the double leg. And breathe, Chris. Watch their footwork.
It'll tell you exactly when to shoot. If your opponent tries to fly, you clip their wings.
What did I do? You shouldn't have kicked him out. Believe it's Danny's home. It shouldn't be like this.
All right, gentlemen, we've been over the rules. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We're gonna have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official. Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, no better place to settle heat of this kind than the world-famous Octagon Chris Carter and Danny Lopez. What a wild fight week, the brawl at the casino after the press conference. Both guys with disparaging things to say about one another. Might as well settle it here.
You know, the beautiful thing about mixed martial arts is you can dislike someone, but ultimately you get scheduled to fight him, and you get to fight that person. When you start talking about a man's father, and you ride his coattails because he was an Olympic champion, you have to answer for that. And you start saying that your opponent's dad walked out because of his behavior and his attitude, you have to answer for that. Both of these guys get an opportunity to answer for the things that they said earlier in the week tonight inside of the Octagon.
All right, so at least in the early going, not like the brawl inside at the casino, a little bit of a deliberate pedestrian approach early by Carter.
There's more at stake. I mean, you can expect that. You understand that he recognizes now that he cannot let his emotion control the way that he approaches this fight. What a beautiful left punch that landed there.
Mixing defense and offense nicely. That's a strong combination.
You know, John, I love the way he is looking through the guard, watching his opponent constantly, and always pressing forward.
Lopez's eye looks to have been cut open here. Yes, it has.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Straight right hand, no good. Carter's looking dangerous here in round one. Coach's dream, right? Finding the rhythm early. If you're on the other side, you got to find a way to slow him down. Under 2 minutes to go.
What a beautiful setup on that head kick. Now Johnny's got to find that finish.
Shots being landed on both sides. Just misses with the left hook. Man, there's that body shot again. Defense has got to make some adjustments here.
And if the defense don't get better, at some point you're going to see him start to really show the effects of this body movement. I love a fighter that makes that investment into the body early to get the dividends later in the fight.
Final seconds here. All right, round one is done. Round two coming up. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. All right, so a huge round for him there. Nearly had him out of there with the head kick. Did get the knockdown. Talk us through the replay.
He got the knockdown. He won the round. He did everything correct. The only thing he didn't do is finish the fight. But if he continues down the path, if he continues to do the exact same thing as he did before, he will get that finish.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them can really pick it up. Let's see who decides they're going to lead the dance as we go forward.
Great body kick there. All right, well, perhaps he has a point to prove. Perhaps there's a hip injury, but this man's UFC career has been defined by the takedown. He hasn't attempted a single one tonight.
He hasn't even attempted it. It's very surprising, and honestly, for a guy that enjoys the wrestling, it's very disappointing. Because to me, it seems like he doesn't want to put the effort out there tonight to try and secure takedowns. You take a lot of risk by not using it.
Oh, what a head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Oh, he lands a big left hand. Straight right is there. And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. Lopez, tough as it gets, but how about the size of that bruise starting to form on his right side? All right, so a good job by him here. He continues to block these shots. Seems to see them coming a mile away.
He sees them coming a mile away. He's blocking, he's rolling, he's slipping. He's doing a great job.
Man, that was a massive shot to the head. You don't want to get too many more of those.
John, he is so fast.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Another punch to the head, really turning every part of himself into those strikes to the head.
Well, earlier in the round, he clearly got stunned by his opponent, but he just has not responded well at all.
He hasn't responded well. He hasn't got...
Seconds.
Good round.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we go. Third and final round. All right, pretty good back and forth action in the previous 2 rounds. Your expectations here as this next round gets on?
I expect the action to really pick up now. These guys have to lay it on the line as we start to approach the end of the fight. Big punch lands through the middle. Huge knee lands from close.
All right, so the redness is omnipresent now. He has absorbed a whole lot of body strikes. Pretty good poker face, but I'm not sure how many more of these he wants to take.
No, he doesn't. He needs to do something different. He cannot continue to get beat up like this. But it's on his opponent. It's on the guy that is landing these strikes to continue down the path until he makes you change something. Do this over and over because it seems like this is your easiest path to victory.
Able to block that one.
That looks like a bumpy right there.
Lopez now cut above the eye from that strike. That bears watching as this fight continues. 3 minutes to go in round 3. All right, late in the fight now, he needs a finish or he's gonna lose this fight tonight. We'll see if he goes for it.
I mean, he's got to pull out all the stops. There is no
nice.
more strategy. There is no more time to try to set up a punch. You got to just start letting everything fly.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet.
Great punch from the clinch here.
Oh, he dove with the punch and he lands. Oh, big ground strikes now. Side control now, he can knee, a lot of different things he can do. And he's able to work his way back to his feet. Oh man, ground and pound could be coming. He's got the knee right on the belly. Carter's able to make a nice transition there, back into side control.
Does a great job of getting that leg kick to the target. It's like a tale as old as time, right? He's a guy that just presses you and presses you.
Oh, Chris Carter really styling on Danny Lopez. Danny might be out of there soon.
I mean, Danny is in trouble. Danny has got to find a way to survive. Because right now, Chris Carter knows that this fight is about to be over. There's blood in the water. So Chris Carter is that shark that's trying to end the night.
Oh my goodness, he got his head snapped back again.
He got hit again. You better keep those hands high. That leg kick hurt.
What a job to get the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize high, and now he's got hurt bad.
All right, so a lot to like over the distance of that fight tonight. Clearly, we think we saw one guy win the fight and largely got it done with the striking.
Yeah, he got it done with the striking. And that's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a guy that's so comfortable whenever he's in the stand-up. And that showed tonight as he truly outworked his opponent.
Ladies and gentlemen, declaring the winner, Chris Carter.
Go, buddy. Hey.
All right, come over. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm now joined by Chris Carter. Chris, congratulations on a big victory. Big win in a big spot. Now, you and Danny have a ton of beef, but by winning the fight inside the octagon, is the beef settled? Can it be water under the bridge now between you two?
No, DC, I just did what I had to, you know? I just want to move on, man. I want to win a belt or two. As for Danny, you know, Danny got screwed over by this. And, you know, he didn't deserve that. So, look, I'm sorry for whatever part I played, bro. I am. Shouldn't have been this way.
Now, Danny, it's water under the bridge for Chris, but is it water under the bridge for you also? The beef and squash, that's what I'm talking about, fellas. It's sportsmanship. When two athletes lay it out on the line like that, I love to see this come to a conclusion. Maybe I could learn a little bit from you guys, or maybe I won't.
I feel a bit spoiled.
Ah, don't. Plenty of space in the wall. And a UFC title to shoot for.
Well, I'll be here.
See you tomorrow.
8 a.m.
You got it.
Believe his home, coach his pops. Nothing else matters.
Nothing else matters.
Bring it in. Welcome home, son.